Hi you guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. So today I have March Tamed Wild. Do you want to know what's inside? Stay tuned. Okay you guys, so my Tamed Wild for March just arrived. Again, most subscription boxes are running a little bit slower so they can make sure that everything is done correctly, safely, and all of that good stuff. So I'm okay with them being late. I'm totally fine with that. When my mailman gave this to me today, it's in a mailer bag that I have down here now for a reason. And sometimes when they hand me things that are in mailer bags, the outside of the bag will be kind of dirty just from being inside of their trucks. So I will have like some type of dirt or debris on the outside packaging. With Tamed Wild, they always do put it in a mailer bag, so always remove that first for you guys. So I remove it like I normally do, and then I noticed this box was completely filled with stuff. I'm like, wait, it's dirty on the inside as well? What in the world? So I opened it to see if there was like a mess really going on, and there is. There's a huge mess. If you were to see everything that is dropping on this mailer bag, like that mailer bag is the only thing that's saving my table right now. And if you guys follow me, you know I hate messes. So when I opened this at work and got my entire desk filled with this, I was like, what in the serious hell is going on here? What is this? So I opened it to find out why I have a huge mess on the inside of my bag. And I'm going to show you right about now. So I did notice that the box changed. I don't know if this is an older box or if this is a new box that they're going to be using now. It has like this little greenage foliage that goes around, which is really cute. I do believe this is my 6th box. I've done now 12 boxes consecutively in a row from Tamed Wild. I did cancel my renewal, so it did not auto renew, so I will not have this next month. I'm gonna take a little break from Tamed Wild. But you guys let me know if you do want me to bring it back at some point or what you would like me to do, because again, I do like to bring you guys content that you want to watch. So as of right now, this is my last box. This is my 12th box in a row and my last one as of now. So they saved the best for last. I've never had anything this messy before. So when you open it up, you see everything that's on this card. That is like what is all on here. Like the whole box is filled with this. So I peeped in and I was like, okay, I see these cards. I see the tea. I'm like, okay, the tea's not what's doing it. And then I look in a little further and I'm like, what the hell is that, a bird's nest in there? I know it's not, calm down. For those that know what it is, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what my first thoughts were when I first saw what was in here. I'm like, why do I have a bird's nest in my box? I was a little perturbed at first. And then, so I did not open anything else. I just saw that this thing right here was getting everything dirty. Like everything is dirty in here because of this guy right here. It's literally still full of dirt. Yes. Now, by doing so, I actually found out some pretty interesting and really neat things about this bird's nest. It's not a bird's nest, but that's what I thought at first. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Okay, so normally with Tamed Wild, with this one now, it's just the wild crystal box. So I'm a little confused. This is Tamed Wild. This isn't the wild crystal box. I'm really confused now. This says it's Tamed Wild, and I would get the wild crystal box, not the Tamed Wild box. I'm really confused because I tracked my shipment that said it was from my 6th month Tamed Wild, or yeah, wild crystal box, and this is where my tracking was, and I got it today. So I'm a little bit more confused now, but either way, let's just get through this box because I want to show you what this really does, you guys. Okay, so on the card, I realized this is a Rose of Jericho. I don't know if you guys already know about this. If you do, let me know what the best thing would be. I did a little research on YouTube because again, I pulled this out and I'm like, what in the hell is this thing? So I went on YouTube and I typed in Rose of Jericho and so many videos popped up, and there's some that just show you how to bring this back to life. Then there's some that tell you like how to do rituals and spells and all kinds of stuff. So I guess it depends on how in-depth you want to go with this thing, but apparently what I read or what I heard is this thing would like roll around in the deserts and find a little puddle. It would open up, become green, and then when that puddle dried up, it would dry back up into this form and roll around until it went to another puddle, and so on and so forth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in a bowl and I'm gonna time lapse it, and we're gonna see this thing open up because it's very, very interesting. And I want you guys that don't know about this to see it, because when I saw the videos, I was like so intrigued. So I'm going to disregard this whole mess in my box just because I think this is extremely unique. And this thing lasts for years. It lasts for years. So you don't know how old this ball is. You don't know how many times this bad boy's been open and came alive and then went back to this state. Nobody knows. But this thing could probably tell you some stories. Let me tell you. This is just really, really neat, you guys. So I will end up dropping in how this works, but let's just read what the card says. I'm gonna set this down so it can just keep getting dirty everywhere. This card is so dirty. It looks like it has patina, but that is actually just, that's my nesting material. I'm like, what in the world? So it says ritual tools. So maybe everything in here is going to give you the tools to do a ritual with this guy. I'm not quite sure. But the Rose of Jericho says, although this plant's crispy exterior gives off the impression that it's well past its expiration date, the Rose of Jericho's unassuming appearance is part of its magical appeal. Appropriately referred to as the resurrection plant, this sleeping flower grows up to 5 times its current state when placed in a shallow bowl of water. When removed from its life source, the plant begins to shrink. It wraps its leafy arms inside the center to protect its remaining energy and prepare for hibernation. So right now, this thing's hibernating. This is a hibernating Rose of Jericho. And I know one person said it's best to do it on a Tuesday and a Friday. I'm not sure why, but luckily today is a Tuesday, so I'm going to be able to do it on a Tuesday, open it and show you guys. Now, I know there's other people that talk about how you talk to it, you give it a tour of your house, it protects certain things, it does a lot of things with like business and wealth and prosperity. There's a lot of things that this little guy does. So I have a lot of reading up to do and more digging and research on this guy, but I do want to show you how it opens up because it's extremely unique. Now they do say to use I guess rainwater from like certain moon cycles or that kind of thing. Try not to use tap water because of the things that are inside of it are not as good for this guy. It likes to have spring water or bottled water, purified water, filtered water, that kind of thing. If you only have faucet water, then by all means go for it. But if you don't, try to give this thing some better water so you can preserve it and it'll last longer. I just think this thing is crazy looking. Okay, you guys, so I could not find a clear glass bowl like I was seeing them using online. I found this that's meant for like a potato that I've never used. I just thought this would be perfect because then it can get the water in the bottom part and then open up and expand through the top. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to find out and see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of bottled water, and I'm gonna do a time lapse so we can see how this goes. So let's see. Now it says to put a little bit at a time and only do it for the roots and allow it to soak up the water and then add more water as needed. So let's go ahead and see what this thing does and watch it come alive. Okay, you guys, so this is what she was looking like when she was opening. I did do a time lapse, but this literally took 6 hours to get the footage that I'm showing you now. After 6 hours, I went ahead and stopped recording, and I will show you what she looked like the next day after I gave her a full night. She pretty much took a full 24 hours to open up. Okay, you guys, so this is what she looks like now. I even set her in the sun. thinking that maybe a few of these would open up a little bit more, but some of them are still a little curled. But she finally opened up. She was very shy. She took a well over 24-hour period to look like this. I don't know if I did something wrong or what, but I had a little shy girl. So the next thing on here is the tea. So let's go over the tea. Artisan Blend tea contains chamomile and peppermint. Ooh, that sounds really good. So there's a sneak peek inside the hole of what the tea looks like. There is the label, and that's by Tamed Wild. Brew a cup of Astoria herbal tea post-ritual to ground the body and nourish the spirit. The soothing yet invigorating properties of peppermint and chamomile make this an ideal blend and awaken dormant creativity. So we have the tea, and there's no pricing or anything, you guys, so I don't know what everything values out to, but you normally get way more than you pay. Now there's this little package here. Let's see what's in here. Maybe this is the moon necklace. Nope, this is not a moon necklace. I don't know if I was, oh wait, yeah, there is a little moon on here. So this has to be right, I guess. Hold on. This chain seems very, very cheap, like extremely cheap. And it has, this looks like a plastic, not really an actual stone. That doesn't look, it just doesn't feel like it's real to me. This is brought to you from our sister company, North of Stella. Wear this necklace to connect with the energies of the moon, even during seasons dedicated to the sun. So this is a North of Stella moon necklace. So it does have two little layers. It's not two separate necklaces because they are connected. But I think that's kind of weird that, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I think that them laying together like that just is a little odd, because when you use it, you're not even going to really see the moon that much because it's going to be behind this thing. But again, this does not feel real. This feels like it's plastic. And this is a really, really chintzy necklace. It is adjustable. They've sent way prettier things before, but I'm just being honest. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm really excited about that little thing that looks like it's dead, and it's not, it's alive. Now I seen another video where this was in a plastic bag. I really wish they would have put this in something, because literally my entire box is just, even the tape on here is completely filled with dirt and debris from that thing, but whatever. So here is the egg, and it has this little stand, and this says, if you were to pick one item to represent rebirth, new beginnings, regeneration, it would be the bountiful egg. Represents you or any number of intentions that you've planned since the winter solstice. Since the dark months are more about planning than doing, this box combines the stored energy with that of the spring equinox to celebrate the return of the sun and awaken our magical potential. I think that's really pretty. I think that is really pretty. And I like that it came with the little stand, so you can just sit it there. Here's this. This must be the perfume bottle. Okay, so there's the outside packaging, and it doesn't say anything. It just has that image. Just stuff that even got inside this box. Okay, so now it looks like from the email that I actually just received today, there was several different colors of these, so I'll drop that in to show you guys. So I guess the color probably would have been sent at random. Oh, okay, I'm like, is it already broken? No, this looked like something completely different when I first pulled it out. This one's actually really pretty because it's like a soft bluish green color. So I'm so glad it wasn't like a pink or something, because this is more like my color. So this is more my speed. I do think this is really, really cute. So you can put your perfume in there, put that in there, and then you can pull it out and just touch your little wrist with it. I think that is super cute. So nothing goes in the bottom. No, it all goes all the way through. So you can fill up through this chamber and this chamber, and then there's the top. So I don't know if you're gonna pick up like that greenish blue tint, but there is a slight greenish tint color. But I think that's very pretty. So everything that came in this box was the perfume bottle. We have the egg. We have this necklace that I'm not too hip on. I just am not too hip on this. Yeah. And then we have the tea, and then we have this dirty guy. So that is everything that came in this month's box, you guys. So if you guys would like to know a little bit more about Tamed Wild, I'm gonna let you know now. Okay, you guys, so I figured it out. Going back to their website now, it looks like they only offer the Tamed Wild box. They are no longer offering the Wild Crystal box, so that must be why I received this box and not the Wild Crystal box, because they're not doing that one anymore. And I never even got an email notifying me or anything like that, so comment down below, let me know, what did you think of this month's box? Do you get this box? Do you wish you got this box? Have you ever heard of that Rose of Jericho? If so, definitely comment down below. Your positive interaction means the world, and I greatly do appreciate it, as I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. So until next time, you know that drill. Keep a smile on that gorgeous face of yours, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Crafty crew, out.